What's up, fight fans? As always, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. All right, Alexander Povetkin versus David Price. I can't lie to you. Going by sort of chatter a few hours beforehand, I think most people or more people were interested in this fight than AJ Parker. It was a case of everyone was getting behind David Price. This is a guy that everyone thinks has been wronged, and Alexander Povetkin almost represents that wronged, right? Alexander Povetkin, who's failed a couple of drug tests, and David Price, who's been beaten by a couple of drug cheats. So it was almost a case of the good versus the evil. And I think everyone in the UK and maybe even worldwide was behind David Price and hoping David Price could land that big one and almost shock the world, almost get that lottery ticket and almost become the star that I think maybe, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago people thought he might become when he was under the tutelage or the promotion, of Frank Maloney. I think the ending was what 99.9% of boxing fans expected. I think we expected it to end that way, but the first 4 rounds, maybe not. I think the first 4 rounds, David Price showed that he can box. David Price showed that he can mix it up. And I think the first 4 rounds showed that what a confident David Price could do. But boxing's about levels. And as confident as David Price was, you could see him walk into the ring smiling. There's a reason David Price is probably ranked somewhere outside the top 30, 40, and there's a reason why Alexander Povetkin is ranked maybe number 3 or 4 in the world. There's a massive gap between the two. People, and I've done it as well, talk about Alexander Povetkin's professional record. People have got to look at the amateur record. Olympic gold medalist, World Championship gold medalist, European gold medalist. This guy is a very, very good boxer. And David Price done well, I think, to hang. He caused problems for Povetkin. Don't get me wrong, I think round 3 was interesting. Landed a couple of big shots, but it just wasn't enough. Povetkin, the combination that finished the fight was a thing of beauty. Povetkin earlier had gone to the body a couple of times with David Price, which is obviously their tactic and their ploy. He went to the body with a left. David Price just dropped his left for a fraction, and Alexander Povetkin whipped that right hand over so quick it was scary. I think the referee went walkies. I think the referee should have been a bit closer. David Price didn't need to take the second punch. He was clearly knocked out already, standing up, and the referee could have jumped in sooner, but that didn't happen, and unfortunately David Price had to take a bit more punishment, unnecessary punishment, and the kind of punishment that could affect him in the long run. But look, let's give David Price props. He went in there against a legitimate threat. He took on the challenge. And unfortunately for him, and unfortunately for us, unfortunately for me, he didn't pass that challenge. But well done to him for stepping up. What next for both? Alexander Povetkin is now mandatory for a couple of belts that AJ has. So he's going to want to get that title shot. Look, he'll cause AJ some problems. Trust me, he'll cause AJ some problems because he's a good boxer. As we saw tonight, he has the power to kind of put anyone's lights out. David Price, I'm not sure what's next with David Price. I want to say, look, he should retire. I think he should. I think he should have retired a couple of fights ago. But he's still boxing. One thing that he did say when he was interviewed by Kugan Cassis is that there is no shame in losing to Alexander Povetkin. So if it's a fight he expected to lose, I don't know if he's going to retire. If it's a fight he didn't expect to lose and got knocked out, then yeah, look, we won't see him again. But he expected to lose this one. But I think the way in which he got knocked out could be it for him. Hopefully he's made some decent money tonight. I don't know how much he would have made. A couple 100,000 maybe. But it's a shame. But well done, David Price. You didn't get the job done today, but I think for at least 4 rounds in that fight, I think you made everyone proud. You made yourself proud. And let's hope maybe he hangs up the gloves. But as for Alexander Povetkin, that guy's a threat to any heavyweight. Wilder, Joshua, Dylan White's called him out. Don't think so, White. He'll smash you to pieces, I think. Joe Joyce will get smashed to pieces as well. But it's interesting. This is Povetkin supposedly off drugs. Looks super powerful still, I think, against, remember, an 18.5 stone. Was it 18.5? 18 stone David Price. Put him to sleep. Very impressive performance.